Are you an introvert as well? Is there a time when you really want to talk to someone, but you can't? And then you ended up not talking to that someone? As an introvert, this is how I manage to start a conversation and how to manage it. This works for me, this might work for you as well. 1. Be aware of the current mood of the person you want to talk to. Don't overthink it, just feel and analyze it as it is. If you feel that person is in good mood to socialize, then it's a good sign for you to initiate a conversation. If you feel that person is busy or irritated or stressed in the moment, then it's not a good sign to initiate a conversation yet. If you feel like that person is sad and needs someone to talk to, then it is a great sign to reach out and initiate a conversation with that person. It's important to be aware first on the current mood of that person you want to talk to so that you will be able to determine if it is appropriate time for you to approach and initiate a conversation. 2. Learn to listen carefully and actively. Once you started a conversation, make sure to listen carefully and actively as well. Because conversation is a two-way street. It is not just about you, it is about that person you're having conversation to as well. Imagine, you are just the one who keeps on talking and you are not giving the other person the chance to speak. For sure, that other person you're talking to will not feel good and eventually, will feel drained listening to you. That's why, make sure you are giving the other person the chance to speak as well. Then once that other person is speaking, make sure to listen carefully and actively. You can listen carefully by focusing on what the other person is saying, like focus on the words, details, facial expressions and gestures of the other person talking. You can listen actively by giving response in the conversation like nodding, reacting, facial expressions based on your genuine feelings and reactions. Learn to listen carefully so that you will understand what the other person is talking about. Learn to listen actively so that the other person will know that you're paying attention and still interested on the conversation. 3. Learn when to talk and when to just listen. Since a conversation is a two-way street, it is not just you in a conversation, the other person you're talking to is in the conversation as well. That's why, knowing when to talk and when to just listen is important. If the other person is interested and willing to listen, then go ahead and talk. Just make sure don't talk for too long. From time to time, ask the other person's opinion, reaction. Or if they want to say something, give them time to talk as well. This is the time you listen carefully and actively. Hear them out as well. And then, if the other person asks you to continue, then go ahead and talk again. Now, it's time to practice. Once you're ready, start a simple conversation with someone you're with right now. Like with your friend, or your workmate, or your sister, or your mother, or even your neighbor. By asking one question or one statement. And make sure to apply and practice these 3 things we have discussed earlier. 1. Be aware of the current mood of the person you want to talk to. 2. Learn to listen carefully and actively. 3. Learn when to talk and when to just listen. If the conversation went fine, then great. I'm proud of you. If the conversation did not go well, I'm still proud of you. And keep on practicing again when you're ready. Take your own time, no pressure. Because as introvert, it is really not that easy to start and manage a conversation with someone, but don't lose hope. By practicing, we can be better on it. I believe in you. I believe in us. Hope this video can somehow help and make you feel better. Sending hugs. Feel free to drop a comment on this video. I love to hear from you as well. Like, share, and subscribe or follow if you like this video.